Picture this. A kid from a small California town gets drafted by his childhood team only to sit on the bench for 3 years watching someone else live his dream. Most players would give up. Most would accept being average. But Aaron Rodgers wasn't most players. He had something burning inside him that wouldn't quit. A belief so strong it would transform him from forgotten backup to one of the greatest quarterbacks who ever lived. This is the story of how rejection became rocket fuel. Aaron Rodgers grew up in Chico, California, dreaming of playing for the Green Bay Packers. As a kid, he wore their jersey, threw passes in his backyard, and imagined himself in Lambeau Field. But dreams and reality don't always match. In high school, Aaron was good, but not great. College recruiters barely noticed him. He ended up at Butte Community College, a junior college where forgotten players go to prove themselves. Most people saw this as failure. Aaron saw it as opportunity. At Butte, Aaron transformed himself completely. He studied film obsessively, perfected his mechanics, and developed the mental toughness that would define his career. His dedication caught the attention of Berkeley, where he finally got his shot at major college football. At Cal, Aaron proved he belonged with the best. He set records, led comebacks, and showed the precise arm talent that would become his trademark. But even then, doubters questioned whether he could handle the NFL. Some scouts worried he was too small, too cocky, too risky. Draft Day 2005 changed Aaron's life forever, but not how he expected. He was projected to go early, maybe even first overall. Instead, he watched 23 players get selected before him. 23 teams passed on his talent. The cameras showed him sitting there, disappointed but not defeated. Green Bay finally called his name with the 24th pick. But arriving in Green Bay brought a new challenge. Brett Favre was the established legend, the Iron Man who never missed games. Aaron would have to wait his turn. 3 long years on the sideline, watching, learning, and preparing for a moment that might never come. When Favre retired in 2008, Aaron finally got his chance. The pressure was enormous, replacing a legend in a football-crazy town where Favre was worshipped like a god. Critics said he'd never measure up. They said he was too different, too cerebral, not tough enough for Green Bay's tradition. Aaron's response was perfect. In his first season as starter, he threw for over 4,000 yards and 28 touchdowns. He proved he wasn't trying to be the next Brett Favre. He was determined to be the first Aaron Rodgers. The 2010 season became Aaron's masterpiece. He led the Packers to the Super Bowl, completing one of the most accurate postseason runs in NFL history. When he lifted the Lombardi Trophy, it wasn't just vindication. It was proof that believing in yourself when nobody else does can move mountains. But Aaron's story goes beyond football statistics. He's always marched to his own beat, questioned conventional wisdom, and stood up for what he believes in. Whether it's his approach to health, his spiritual journey, or his willingness to speak on controversial topics, Aaron has never been afraid to be authentic. Recent years have brought new challenges and new chapters in Aaron's story. From his time in New York to his continued excellence on the field, he keeps proving that age is just a number when you're powered by genuine passion and relentless preparation. What makes Aaron Rodgers special isn't just his arm strength or his ability to read defenses. It's his refusal to let other people's limitations become his own. When 23 teams said no, he didn't internalize their rejection. He used it as motivation to prove them wrong. Aaron's journey teaches us that setbacks aren't permanent unless we make them permanent. Every rejection, every doubt, every person who says you're not good enough is just giving you more reasons to prove them wrong. Sometimes the best thing that can happen to you is having people underestimate your potential. Today, Aaron Rodgers is considered one of the most talented quarterbacks in NFL history. His precision, his leadership, and his clutch performances have earned him multiple MVP awards and a place among the all-time greats. But his greatest achievement might be showing us that belief in yourself is more powerful than anyone else's opinion of you. If this story inspired you to turn your rejections into rocket fuel and never give up on your dreams, hit that like button. And if you want more stories about champions who built greatness through unwavering belief in themselves, subscribe to Built from Belief.